Canon rumors told us that Canon has plans for another 2 prime lenses for the VCM lineup. And they followed up that story by saying, we were told today that one of those lenses would be an RF 14mm f2 L VCM. This video explores Canon's constraints for the VCM line. Will Canon have to reduce the effective aperture, use lighter, more expensive optics, rely on stronger correction, or shift the lens groups around? Click subscribe and we'll get right to the information. Your subscription means more to us than Gray Sports Almanac Complete Sports Statistics from 1950 to 2000 does to Biff Tannen. Hi, I'm Simon, your friendly mud-covered landscape photographer who scans the news and rumor sites so that you don't have to, saving you time for that doctor's visit that you've been putting off. You know the one I'm talking about. When Canon rumors said that Canon is working on an RF 14mm f2 VCM, I had to do a bit of a double take. Let me explain. Canon's been crystal clear about the design philosophy behind their new VCM lenses. The VCM line is designed to be extremely close in size and weight, so that way you can swap lenses on a gimbal or rig without the need for rebalancing. That's the promise that Canon made, and it sets the stage for today's question. Could Canon really make a 14mm VCM under this philosophy? Well, let's start with, physics. Sigma already proved that a 14mm can go fast. Their 14mm f1.4 is a monster of a lens, weighing 1,170 grams, or 41 ounces. Yes, Sigma is fast, but it comes with that bulk and weight, the exact opposite of what Canon promises with their VCM line. So how could Canon make it work? They could rely more heavily on in-camera digital correction, something that many feel has already gone too far. They could use exotic glass and aspherics to keep the weight down. They could also accept softer corners while keeping the center sharp. Or they could bend their own rule and make the 14mm just a bit bigger and heavier. Those are the 3 options before Canon. But that's a long list of compromises, and if Canon sticks to their uniform size and weight promise, which is the whole point around the VCM, remember to be able to change out lenses on a gimbal or rig, well, f2 becomes as hard as trying to convince a flat earther that the Earth is round. The more realistic option? Well, I think f2.8. With a slower aperture, the front element shrinks, the weight drops, and the design doesn't, nearly require as many optical gymnastics. My mama always said that you should keep things simple. Just look at Canon's own EF 14mm f2.8, L version 2, or Nikon's famous 14 to 24mm f2.8. Both hit the sweet spot for that ultra-wides without turning into boat anchors. Of course, Canon could surprise us. Now, if there's a patent waiting in the wings that uses some sort of optical trick or uses carbon fiber, this particular patent application proposes using carbon fiber in the barrel construction. The other option again is to rely heavily on software correction, which the VCM lineup already does. Or maybe Canon will squeeze an f2 into the VCM shell, but if they want to keep their own promise of near identical size and weight, it looks like f2.8 is far safer, far easier of a bet, but not as sexy as f1.4, is it? And not as sexy as f2. But there is one more possibility. And it's quite simply that the source has the lens wrong, that it's not actually a 14mm, that they could be teasing Canon. Canon rumors. A couple of days ago, if you'll recall, Canon rumors put out a story about 2 announcements that are coming in November. One on November the 16th and one on November the 26th. And it doesn't matter who you talk to. Any company that has an announcement on a Sunday, which is November the 16th, they kind of look at that and say, that doesn't make any sense unless, of course, you're trying to hide something. And of course, November the 26th in the United States, Canon's biggest market with some 31%, to have another announcement on the day before the biggest holiday of the year, Thanksgiving, where many people take the day off before to travel. And of course, on Friday, it's Black Friday. Any sort of announcement is going to get lost in the mix. So, if Canon does pull off a 14mm f2 for the same size and weight, then wow, Hats off to Canon and their lens engineers. Well done, boys. So what do you think? Would you take a 14mm f2.8 if it kept the same VCM lineup consistent? Or would you want Canon to, well, break their own rules and bragging rights of f2? Are we going to see this lens f2 or f2.8? Or is Canon rumor source completely wrong, and instead we're getting a different focal length? Let me know in the comments and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next breakdown. Your subscription means more to us than a freshly baked apple pie. And yes, I am hungry now. I'm going to wrap this one up and go strap on my feed bag. But first, I have an announcement for my UK viewers. That's right, I just got set up with Wex Photo and Video with their affiliate links. You'll now start seeing those in the comment section down below. So if you're in the UK, please consider using my affiliate links when making purchases from Wex. Wex is one of the biggest names in the UK when it comes to photo and video products, with some 30,000 items in their catalog. And being British myself, I'm not sure why it took me 6 years to bring them on board. Thanks for watching, have yourself a great day, and we'll see you again soon. And as soon as I know more information on the R6 III, the R7 II, the lenses that are coming out, I'll be sure to let you know in another video. Cheers now. Thanks for watching.